Hello, my loves, and welcome back to the Can't Stop Talking podcast. I'm so excited for today's episode because we are going to be reading success stories from my manifestation membership. I freaking love these videos. They make me so motivated. When I'm listening to other people's success, I'm like, oh my gosh, if that can happen for that person, it can work for me too. And so that's exactly what I want you guys to get out of this podcast episode. And we have so many freaking success stories. I have never had this many success stories in my life. And one of the reasons, because I always love to spill the tea why this is happening, is I have added to my manifestation routine. I will literally visualize and have an inner conversation with my clients, and I will hear them say, your membership changed my life. Like, this is my success story. Like, oh my gosh, you're incredible. Your membership's amazing. Like, I will literally see them sending me success stories. And I kid you not, I've been getting a success story every single day, sometimes multiple times a day on the weekends. Like, it is crazy. And the other reason is that I did a manifestation challenge in my membership. It was so freaking simple, and my clients had such amazing results. We are going to be doing another one on Monday if you want to join. And so, yeah, they've just been killing it. And I feel like sometimes the challenge is just all you need to really kickstart your manifestation journey. And so I want to say that this episode is for you if you feel like you've just been stuck in this endless cycle of doing more. So you've been posting more, you've been selling more, you've been doing all the strategy, you've, invested in all the courses and mentors, and you're doing all the things. You're an overachiever. Like, you are a go-getter, but you're not seeing the results that you want. And that is a clear sign to me when my clients come to me feeling that way, that it's not your strategy, it is your energy. And you will see from these literal manifestation stories that my clients do not change their strategy. They only change their energy, and their results change. It's fucking insane. And so before we get started, I just want to give you the background on why I created this membership, because I think it's so fucking interesting. So when I first started my business, I was solely a manifestation coach, and I started taking clients, and I realized from there that I really like taking the clients who are business owners. And so that's why I became a spiritual business coach. But before this, I was only a manifestation coach. And when I was taking my first clients, I was teaching them, the manifestation principles that I teach in the membership in my one-on-one coaching. And so I took one of my first one-on-one clients, and she came to me and she was, $80,000 in debt. She was losing her house. She could barely put food on the table for her kid. She could barely get him Christmas presents. And she came to me and she was like, I just feel drawn to my energy. And that's what happens. My clients just get drawn to my DMs. They come to me. That's my process. I don't do cold DMing, lead generation, anything like that. I just attract them to my DMs. And so she came to me. She was like, I just feel like this pull that I have to work with you. It's so crazy. Even though I'm $80,000 in debt, like, this makes no sense that I would spend more money. And I literally told her, I was like, I know that I can help you. Like, 1,000%, I had an inner knowing. I was like, I know that I can help you. I cannot tell you to spend, your money on this. And you have to really come to that conclusion on your own. And she did. And she was like, I just feel like this is the right thing for us to do. And so 6 weeks after she joined, she quit her current job that she had that she hated. She doubled her followers. She doubled her income. She had a list of things that she just kept manifesting stuff off of. And now, years later, she literally wiped out $80,000 of debt. She owns a multiple six-figure business that gets her flown all over the world. They fly her and her family in business class. What? This is a balloon business, you guys. I've never heard of shit like this. She's treated like a celebrity. And her niche is a balloon business. So I don't want to hear that's not going to work for you or your niche. She is the sole provider of her family, and she spoils her kid on Christmas. Like, that was my favorite thing out of everything, that she was able to spoil her son on Christmas. And we are like best friends now. I love you. You know who I'm talking about. And if you want to hear more in depth, I actually had her come into my membership. We did a whole hour masterclass where I asked her exactly what we did together during our one-on-one coaching. And we recorded that, and it's actually in the membership. Like, oh, that video was just so good, and people love watching it. I'm just so grateful that she came and told me her thoughts during it. And it's just so crazy to see where she was at. And she literally came to me and she said, I don't believe this is going to work for me. She did not believe in manifestation. She didn't believe in any of it. She was like, I don't believe this is going to work for me. She was like, you've met your match. And I was like, manifestation works for everyone. And now she's a full believer. I mean, she's completely just changed her life. And It's just my favorite thing to see. And I just can't get enough of it. So I took this client, she had incredible results. And then I started realizing that like all the business people were having incredible results. We weren't changing her strategy. I didn't know anything about strategy. I didn't know anything about a balloon business, about, personal trainers. Well, I knew stuff about strategy for my coaching business, but I didn't know, I even helped one of my clients create a meal prepping business from zero, like literally zero. We created a meal prepping business together where she hit six figures, and then she was on every single like talk show for her town. She was on 40 Under 40. She was on cooking shows. Like it was crazy. Anyways, so my clients were getting incredible results. And then something happened along the way. And I started listening to everyone who was a, coach online, a business coach. And I started, taking on their limiting beliefs, to be honest with you. And so I fell into the trap. I started listening to every biz coach online. I started focusing solely on strategy. And I started doing, I was like telling my clients the content formula, this sales psychology, and all that's amazing, right? I mean, I still help my clients with their strategy, of course, but I noticed something that when I only focused on my strategy, my clients' results tanked. It was insane, literally tanked, because I started listening to everyone online being like, you need strategy, you need strategy, you need strategy. And my clients were doing the things and they were not seeing results. And then I went on a manifestation walk one day and I was like, how have I gotten my clients the most amazing results? And I was on my manifestation walk, I was looking at the palm trees and it just hit me. I was like, oh my God, it was manifestation every single time. No matter the niche, no matter the algorithm, no matter their following, their product, or their audience, it always came down to their identity and their energy. Every single time. Every single time. And that's literally why I created the membership, because I was like, oh my gosh, everyone needs to know this. And the second thing is I was like, I want to create a low ticket offer that's accessible to everyone. They don't have to join my one-on-one coaching. If they want my, one-on-one coaching, they can have that too. But I really wanted a place that they could come to that's like a gym, because I find the biggest thing about manifestation is people just don't do it. And what I found from these success stories in the group is the number one thing my clients will say to me is, I just did the manifestation formula, like truly. And so I created it like a gym because, doing manifestation for 3 days and then being like, where's my manifestation, is like going to the gym for 3 days and being like, where's my six pack? Now, I've had people literally join the membership the same day and get incredible results. Or like, oh my God, I just got, $300. I just got $600. But also, I want you to know that like this takes time sometimes. It takes time to rewire your brain. And so I made it like a membership that you will literally come in and have the motivation to keep going, and you'll see the success and you'll get to ask me questions. And so it's just been the most amazing thing ever. So without further ado, we are going to do the success stories. And I just want to say, once I started incorporating, as you'll see, manifestation back into my strategy, that is the strategy, basically, my clients' results literally were insane. And so let's start with the first success story. I literally made you guys a album. Let me get that up. It's called Podcast Money Wins. I'm so excited. So here is the first success story. And the success stories I'm about to read you guys are from the challenge we just did. It was super simple. Literally, we just did one affirmation for the challenge. The next challenge that's starting Monday, it's going to be super simple as well. I love ease, but we just want to make it easy where you guys can get results fast. But, it's summer. You don't want to be spending too much time, right? And so here's the first success story. Oh my God, I manifested $300 yesterday. I am geeking out. I said my affirmations. It was getting close to the end of the day. I was close to my goal, and I just stayed positive and said, the how is not my job. I believed, and an hour later, I had made almost $400 for the day. Also, I want to let you guys know that reading is not my strong suit. I am severely dyslexic. I have raging ADHD. Everyone knows this, and I still have built a thriving business. So just know, if you're like me and you have raging ADHD, you cannot spell, you are so dyslexic, you can still create a thriving business, even if I freaking can't talk or spell. Holy shit, you guys, or read. So let's keep going. In fact, I always tell my clients this is the reason people sign up with me. They're like, I just love that you are your authentic self online. You tell us that you love going out with your friends. I love drinking. I think it makes my manifestations work even more. So that's another limiting belief for you guys to get rid of. And yeah, I just think this makes me me. So the next one, it was for a group of 20. It went really well. I manifested it. I had wrote a few months ago to be asked to speak. Then I was asked. Yay, but it wasn't paid, so I had to be more specific, LOL. I then wrote, get a paid speaking gig, and a week later, the ask came in. So this client was manifesting a paid speaking gig. At first, they got a regular speaking gig that was not paid, and then she was like, wait, I have to be more specific. So always remember, be specific with the universe. All right, next one. I had my down day, feeling stuck, administration not giving us answers for our society status, 10K investment money being delayed, my boyfriend being frustrated and putting his anger on me. I hold the vision, kept affirming, it's all in my favor. Solutions will fall out from the sky. Not even 24 hours after, my boyfriend giving me best apology, money reached. I found the right process for administration and it worked, and it's even better than the initial plan. I'm so grateful I didn't give up, and today's drop really anchors all this for me. All delay allowed a better option to come up. Oh, I love that. And I always say the breakdown equals the breakthrough. So if you're having one of those days that you're like, hell is just breaking loose, my, reality is up in flames, I always say that's a good sign because that means your manifestation is on the way. I feel like it's always like your final test. The next one. Yesterday, I facilitated a 4-hour clarity session for a former client and made $1,350. Proof it's working. This same client came on my Q&A for the membership today. She's incredible. And she just said that she also manifested another $1,800, and then she will be receiving $18,000 on September 4th for a contract. And here's the thing with this client. I want you guys to know the how is none of your fucking business. She came to me making $0 a month. And what happened after that is she was like, I really want to manifest a $20,000 month. She did the manifestation techniques, the manifestation formula in the membership. That's it. She also has an Instagram, but she was like, I never posted on Instagram. She had someone email her who she literally did a training for his company 3 years ago. He emailed her and was like, hey, like, I really am looking for someone to do, work for a year. Like, could you do that? And he ended up paying her $18,000. Since then, she's manifested $7,000, and then she's manifested 1,350, 1,800, and another 18,000. All out of thin air. Not even, like, it was insane. She didn't even come from Instagram. Came from an email someone sent her. She didn't even know that he had her email. Insane. She's made literally almost like $40,000 from a $49 membership. That's why I created this membership, you guys. I love it. Okay, another one. Yesterday, my client gifted me a $20 Panera gift card, and I signed a client at work. I'm a personal trainer. See, another niche. It worked. A fucking course. I make $600 every day. Another client. I want to celebrate something incredible that happened yesterday. Long story short, from childhood, I have travel sickness that turned any travel into hell, and only having a medical patch could smooth it. But not life-changing. It's been a while. I'm thinking I must manifest it's over. Yesterday, my man really wanted to do boating. We spent 4 hours on sea with shaking waves, and I had no sickness. I did it. It felt like a miracle. And I like to include the non-business ones into this podcast because in my membership, I really help you guys with everything. Like, I just want you guys to know that manifestation is like having a literal wand, and you can have anything that you want. I'm having someone on the podcast next week who manifested a baby using the manifestation formula in my membership. It's insane. Another one, I'm traveling to Italy, and just for fun, I remembered Samantha's story about window sit. It's been years. I didn't have a window, and I thought, why not? Assuming I'm getting it. Long story short, I was on middle seat, but the window seat came to be empty, so I moved and could even see sunrise during the flight. You guys know, if you're new here, I have a belief that 80% of the time I fly, I have a seat open next to me, and it happens literally 80% of the time. It's insane. And now my clients and my friends have adopted this belief, and they'll send me pictures of them on a plane without a seat open next to them. It's crazy. All right, this is one of my favorites. So this client came into the container, and she basically messaged she came into the membership and she was like, hey, I am, launching something and I really need the energy work portion of it. And so she messaged me and she said, I've had a really challenging day, just loads of tech issues. My launch has been really ho-hum and quiet, and I've been doing the manifestation rituals, but I feel so off, frustrated. And she said, any tips for getting out of this energy? I gave her tips, and literally 2 days later, let me get it up, you guys. She messaged and she said, okay, so after having a week, but staying mostly consistent with the challenge in my mindset rituals, today everything shifted. I landed 2 new clients, one of which literally came out of nowhere and paid in full. I had another sales call with someone who I have a very strong feeling will sign on. Another person who I'd never interacted with before reached out and asked about booking a one-on-one call with me. Hasn't booked yet, but I think she will. And then she said, plus I gained so much clarity on my product suite this week, and I'm going to let something go, which I feel really excited and aligned with. So all in all, the week wasn't a good one and stress levels were high, but it just goes to show how quickly things can shift. And I wanted to show you guys how quickly things can shift when you shift your energy. Literally 2 days before, she was like, I'm having a $0 launch. It's quiet. And then 2 days later, she signed 2 new clients. And then 2 weeks later, she messaged again. She said, guys, another big celebration. Despite doing mindset coaching as my job, I had forgotten to take my own advice and started to lean way too heavily into strategy and lost sight of how impactful and important mindset work is. Everything started feeling so misaligned. So I leaned into more fun, color, going back to my voice note the other day. I listened to my intuition and sold what I wanted to sell versus what my sales program suggested I sell. And I've made over $7,000 this month in sales in just 2 weeks. And that's $7,000 in euros. So that means it's even more than US dollars. She said, I'm just so proud of myself, and it's a testament to how much subconscious work and manifestation works. It changes your energy, which changes everything. And she also wrote, I've been in a sales program that is all about the hustle. That made me miserable. I'm now just taking what I like from the program and tapping into my intuition and all the gorge subconscious work. And it's felt so different in the space of 2 weeks, and my results have been so much better. Things can shift so quickly when you shift your energy. I love it. Okay. So those were all the challenge ones. This is another success story that someone DM'd me this week. So she said, by the way, girl, ever since I found your content was in your membership in June, you have gotten me on a manifestation kick. It's been epic. Like literally magic is happening left and right for months now. Thank you for being you and sharing your message. So grateful to have you in your orbit. And I asked her, what have you manifested? And she said, Eep, so happy to share and express gratitude. Money, clients, collaborations, new opportunities that all feel so next level, aligned than what I was attracting before. But the wildest part to me has been manifesting more followers, viewers, and podcast listeners using manifestation. I was there in your follower frequency masterclass, and it just opened so much for me because funny enough, I never thought to use manifestation to grow my following before. Such a good masterclass. That's literally how I grew my following on TikTok from 1,000 to 20,000 followers. And I literally gained 10,000 followers in 6 days. It was crazy. So she said, my views have doubled. I finally surpassed 1,200 IG followers after years of having the limiting belief that I was stuck under that number. I think I literally stayed at around 1,180 for 3 years until I started applying what I learned from you and shifted that belief. And I went from receiving 1 to 2 new podcast subscribers per month to getting over 40 subscribers just this past month. Oh my God. All that's changed is my frequency and confidence. I'm telling you guys, it's that simple. And my favorite part is that I've just totally rewired my self-concept to see myself as that bitch, hee. I love my clients. I'm just finally embracing my iconic energy and the fact that I do feel called to have a big following, and I'm acting as if I already do. And people are responding to me completely differently as a result, both in person and online. Thanks for celebrating with me. I love the way you opened up my mind about manifesting a large following, and it's so fun to play with. That follower frequency masterclass, you can actually get that separately, or for right now, it's in the membership. I don't know how long it will stay, though. I will tell you that. But I'm so proud of this person, like this client, like that is just incredible. And I just love to hear that it's not the strategy, it's the energy. Okay, next, let's go. I've been really upping my manifestation game, listening to the morning meditation and using the self-talk riffs and affirmations on my morning walks. And every time I get in the car to drive somewhere, and every time I get in the car to drive somewhere. Manifesting money like crazy. Unexpected money for my maternity leave, 2 new clients already to sign up and pay on the spot, and a payout from an investment I forgot I even had. I've definitely had days where I felt like this works for others, but not for me. So this is your sign to keep doing the work. The money is coming. And I know we always feel that way, that we're like, it's going to work for her, but not me. And the truth is, it has nothing to do with the type of person. It's about doing the work. Like if you just decided, wait, manifestation works because it's law and it works for everyone. All I need to do is do the work. And it's so simple. It's so easy. It's all going to happen for you, right? She literally said, listen to the morning meditation, self-talk riffs, and affirmations. That's it, you guys. That's it. Takes less than 30 minutes a day for these results. If you really want something bad enough, if you really want to change your reality, you will do the work, like period. It's the easiest work ever and the most rewarding too. Okay, another client from this weekend said, you probably can't read my handwriting, but I literally manifested my exact apartment in place. I got the chills reading it back. The best part is a month ago, she was on the Q&A being like, I'm so nervous. I'm not gonna be able to manifest the exact apartment that I want. I gave her the tips exactly how to manifest it. So easy. And she literally said, it's exactly what I wrote down. She said, I got the chills reading it back. And then lastly, one more is my client wrote, can't wait to add this to my routine. I've already almost doubled my Q2 over Q1 income, and we aren't close to being done Q2 yet. This shit works. So she sent this a little while ago. And then today on our Q&A call, she literally said, I'm going to share a big win. So I've been doing the money manifestation, and no joke, every single day I've received money. Whether it's like a client gave me a tip, which is totally unexpected. The government sent me a full refund check. What? What do you mean the government owed me money? Like some of these things, Sam, I'm not even kidding. Like I accept money every day from unexpected and expected sources. They've literally all been unexpected. Like none of them make any sense. See, the how is not your job. You will literally start receiving money out of nowhere. This morning I was like, hey, no one owes me money. Boom. Oh no, a client tried to pay me. I'm like, what is happening? Like every single day, I either have money in my account or it's like just shows up. I'm loving this. And it's from like $20 to $2,400. Every day she receives $20 to $2,400 a day. What? So we're just going to keep on going with the money flows to me easily and in expected and unexpected ways. You guys, this shit works. It's magic and I don't understand it. I love it. And I asked her what she did to get these results so that the people in the membership can do it. And she said, every morning when I wake up, because your girl is not a morning person, before I do anything, and I mean anything, my phone is still in sleep mode. I take it, I go to our membership, I do one of the meditations. Usually it's the abundant one or the rich CEO. I do one of those while I'm still lying in bed, half asleep, when your body is in that state, like theta state, and you're sort of awake and not. I listen to that one. And then while I'm washing my face, brushing my teeth, I do either the money is obsessed with me or business growth. And I repeat after the affirmation tape. So yeah, that's it. That's all she's been doing and receiving $20 to $2,400 every single day. So my loves, if you want to join the membership, I'll leave the link below, but I just want to show you guys that it's not about the strategy. It's about shifting your energy. And if you feel stuck, things can shift so fucking quickly when you do this work. Like I promise you that. It doesn't matter your niche. It doesn't matter the algorithm, the economy, none of the circumstances matter. As long as you just put yourself in the position to do the work and actually do the freaking work, you will see the results. So if you want to join our challenge on Monday, just join the link below and we cannot wait to have you. So I love you so much and I hope you have the best day ever. Oh my God.